Hello, welcome back to the Sim0nTrains channel. I'm Sim0nTrains, or some people like to call me Sim0nTrains. Now today we are doing two stations on the Stour Valley Line and one intermediate station between Wolverhampton and Stafford. So without further ado, we're calling at the following principal stations today. The first one is Dudley Port, Coseley, and our last station today, Penkridge, which is between Wolverhampton and Stafford. So there's the three stations we're calling at today. So we're going to roll the intro now and I'll meet you at Rugeley Railway Station. Hello, my name is Simon and I'm a rail enthusiast for the town of Rugeley in Staffordshire.
And I also use the railway to travel around the country. These are my journeys across the United Kingdom by the Iron Rails, which sometimes can go successful or end up in a disaster.
The block now approaching this YouTube channel is the next Sim0nTrains Railway Journey. And I welcome you to this service, so please sit back and enjoy the adventure. So this morning's journey starts at Rugeley Railway Station. Now, the original plan was, I actually did have this plan last night, was to go to Long Eaton, Attenborough and Beeston. But the tickets were played up for cross-country, and when I went to try it this morning they were all sold out, so could not do that plan. So instead the alternative is this plan that I'm doing, which is visiting Dudley Port, Coseley and Penkridge. I literally only planned this about an hour before I catching the 0924 to Birmingham New Street, but it worked, so that's what I'm doing today. So that 0924 to Birmingham New Street should be arriving now to take me to Birmingham New Street.
Dudley Port, Tipton, Coseley and Wolverhampton.
So I'm now at Dudley Port Railway Station. This is on the Stour Valley Line between Birmingham New Street and Wolverhampton, which is one of 3 stations we're visiting today. Now before I'm going to carry on, I'm going to do the station history of this railway station. So this is the station history of Dudley Port Station, owned by the Birmingham Wolverhampton Stour Valley Railway on the 1st of July 1852. But this was known as Dudley Port High Level, because there was a low level platforms opened on the 1st of April 1850 on the South Staffordshire line between Dudley and Walsall. But the high level suffix was dropped in 1964 when the low level station closed. The station was revamped in the mid 1980s and officially reopened by West Midlands County Council Gordon Morgan in 1989. This is the high level platforms as I mentioned in the station history. Now just south of the station there was actually a spur that took you onto the low level, well, the South Staffordshire line. But I'm going to be leaving here shortly, catching the, I think it's the 11:52 West Midlands Railway service, even though it'll be a Class 350-0 from London Northwestern Railway, to take us to Coseley, which is our next station along the line. I'm going to leave Tipton because I'm going to save it for another time, to be honest, just in case there's something happens on the day that I need to do some more Stour Valley Line stations. So we'll just film a few more trains and then we'll make our way to Coseley. So this is the second station of the day, Coseley. Now I have been here just about 45 minutes now, but one thing I did forget to do is I actually used to be on this side and not the other side where I got off on. Also, I was spotted apparently by CCTV by West Midlands, where because there was a guy that came down here to have a chat with me, asking what I was doing here. It was alright with it as long as I stayed behind the yellow line, which is common sense really. The reason I'm actually on this line today is to try and get 170-535, that former 170/6 Turbostar, which is now a 2-car unit. But unfortunately we got that Birmingham New Street. It's on the Hereford today, not the Shrewsbury runs. But the Hereford services and the Shrewsbury services will be replaced soon by the Class 196 DMU. Now we're going to do the station history of Coseley Station, and then after that I'm going to film a few more trains. And I'm going to catch the 1 o'clock to Wolverhampton. I'm going to Wolverhampton to change trains to get to the third station visited today, and the last one, Penkridge. So this is the station history of Coseley Station. Now before Coseley Station opened, there was another station which opened in 1852 called Deepfields and Coseley, which was 440 yards from this station. This station was opened in 1902 by the London Northwestern Railway. I'm now at Wolverhampton Railway Station. Now, we're here just to change trains, but I think my train to Penkridge is running late because there is trains actually running late from Birmingham, to be honest. Also to notice at Wolverhampton is the old station building has finally been demolished. And the new station building, which is just actually behind me here now, that building there, has just recently opened during the pandemic. So, we're just going to wait for my train to Liverpool High Street, but I'm going to go as far as Penkridge on it.
Shrewsbury for services to Hereford. Please mind that the train
It might be a little windy today because even though the sun's out, there's like a 50-mile-an-hour wind gushing around here. So this is our last station today we're visiting, Penkridge Station. Now I'm going to do the station history first and I'm going to explain a few things. So I'm just going to disappear now in probably 3, 2, 1. So this is the history of Penkridge Railway Station. Penkridge Station was built by the Grand Junction Railway and opened in 1837. But when it opened though, it had a condition. The condition was that Baron Hatterton wanted 2 trains a day stopping at Penkridge. Now Penkridge was actually considered and listed to close in 1962, a year before the Beatty report came out. But the Baron Hatterton at the time threatened to withdraw the rights to cross his land if the station closed. And the station actually remained open. And the back. So, there is a few things that I do want to talk about actually, because the cross-country services today are actually running from Stoke-on-Trent to Reading or Bournemouth, because as you saw in the last blog when I did Stoke-on-Trent and Longport, we had that signalling issue at Stockport in Cheadle-Hulme. Well, that signalling issue is still going on, believe it or not. So trains have been terminated and started at Stoke-on-Trent for cross-country services today. And it's still going ahead now, I think. Also, we're supposed to have some freight trains through here, but unfortunately ran early, and we haven't really got them, I'm afraid. There was supposed to be, I think, 3 freight trains here. But speaking of freight trains though, we did see a freight train at Wolverhampton Railway Station, which is a bit rare these days, to be honest. I know we had the odd coal train from going to Rugeley Power Station coming through, but before they ceased. But it's nice to see a freight train at Wolverhampton. So we're going to fill a few more trains before we leave at 2:30 to head to Stafford. Then when about Stafford, I'm actually going to be changing on the 14:55 back to Stour Valley, and then we'll be heading back home.
Rugeley, Lichfield, Tamworth, Nuneaton and Rugby. Customers for Rugeley, Trent, Valley and Atherstone. Please travel in the front 4 coaches of this train.
Timed that well.
I'm now on 350-374. Now, as you notice, I'm not wearing a face covering because I do have a exemption badge from the Hidden Disability website. This is our last train to take us to Stour Valley. This is the Birmingham International train. I do apologise, but I think it said that my train was going to Birmingham New Street, but it's actually going to Birmingham International. Now, the reason why I'm filming on board is because of this window here. someone's graffitied it. But that's what it looks like when you get a graffiti train. Can't see out the window now. I'm now back at Rugeley Town Railway Station. Now it is still windy, like I said there was gusts of 50 miles an hour wind, so if it tries and dubs it out, sorry, but I'll try and put some titles in if it does. But today we're going to summarise today up because we started at Rugeley Town Station this morning, called the 0924 West Midlands Railway service to Birmingham International, not Birmingham New Street. Once we were at Birmingham New Street we got the 1040 West Midlands Railway service to Dudley Port. Dudley Port there was no problems, everything was filming fine. It's a nice location to be honest, but I think the shrubbery's grown a little bit. But yeah, we did get diesel multiple units, electric multiple units and so on. After we did Dudley Port we moved on to Coseley. Now as I mentioned in the blog, there was a member of staff that did approach me because apparently I was spotted on CCTV apparently. But I think the reason why I was a bit concerned was because he had a contractor at the time that was blowing the leaves around at the station, and unfortunately he hasn't done the area that I was filming at yet. But I think he was alright with it actually, because if you saw the Turbostar heading towards Wolverhampton, which was 17631, you would actually see with the video with the back turned to the camera, it wasn't deliberate, it was just accidental because I was trying to get the train passing through when he was visually talking on his way back. But yeah, so we had a bit of problems at Coseley, but it wasn't too major. I can understand where he's coming from because of the social distancing and all that at the moment. Then we moved on to Penkridge. Now the problem with Penkridge is there was actually less trains there than there should be, because usually you get 4 cross countries in an hour and you do get 2 full stoppage services there in an hour, because there's supposed to be 2 Liverpool Birmingham trains. But with the current situation that's only an hourly service between Birmingham and Liverpool. So we did have less traffic through Penkridge, but what made it worse was we were supposed to have freight trains there and they showed up early, so we didn't get the freight trains as well that are planned, which is a shame really, but that's how it goes I'm afraid. And plus we did actually get there a bit late. So the whole idea today was to try and get 17535, but the problem was we actually got that Birmingham New Street. It was on the 1050 to Hereford. I did get a little video snippet of it, but that's about it. So then we went back to Stafford, changed trains to Trent Valley, then we come back to Rugeley Town. Now tomorrow's plan, I did actually had a plan, and it was going to actually be involved going to Manchester, but this is the big but. Because you know, in the last blog, in this blog, we've got signalling issues between in the Children-Hume area. So there's major disruptions between Crewe and Manchester and Stoke-on-Trent to Manchester, and that disruption is till Monday. So that's going to be the whole weekend from Thursday. So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, about 4 or 5 days of disruption because of a massive signalling problem. So I'm going to have to replan something because I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow yet. But anyway, the blog has now reached its final destination at Rugeley Town Railway Station, and it has been terminated at Rugeley Town. Thank you for travelling with Sim0nTrains, and we'll see you for the next journey, wherever that will be. Thank you for watching and stay safe.